Leo, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a strictly love reading. I haven't done one of these in a while for the collective. May feels like there's just a lot of love in the air, especially during Taurus season. It's Empress energy. We're looking at grounding our heart spaces after the turbulence of April in the retrograde. Everything trying to calm down a bit in the heart space. Let's see what's coming up for you in the month of May. We're going to take a look at what you want in your love life, what your person of interest wants in their love life with you, the relationship energy, what's gone on in the past, and where you're headed. Where are you going with this person? All right, let's get started. We're going to start out, before we go into the tarot, we're going to pull some oracle frequencies to get an idea of what's going on. Thank you for tuning in today, for sharing this space with me. It is an honor to be here to read for you all. Thank you for all of your support, Leo. All right. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, too, for presiding over this reading, for your continued guidance, and for your love. Thank you. Okay. What is the spirit animal guiding you into this month when it comes to your love life? What does the spirit animal have to say? It's a frequency of energy that each animal carries. We're just going to pull one, find out what is the theme. Ooh, observation. You could be really paying attention to the way someone's behaving around you, Leo. You're being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or a person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said, despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. Yeah, this has a lot to do with validating and observing someone without jumping to conclusions. This is someone you might have a lot of experiences with already. I'm getting more of a, you know who this person is, and whether it's an ex or someone you're currently dealing with in some sort of relationship, you're being asked to be more of an observer, that witness consciousness. Before you respond to a person, really look deeper, because they might be wearing a bit of a mask, and you're going to be looking and probing this month into what they're really trying to tell you beyond what they're fronting. Okay, I'm getting that. All right, Leo, let's get the messages of love oracle as well. These are just a few sentences around your love life that Spirit wants to convey to you. What are the messages of love for Leo for the month of May? What's happening in their love life? Especially around observation and taking in what's really going on. What is someone really trying to say? Ooh, this one wanted to come out for sure. We're going to put these back. One more. Whoop, okay. All right. Second chance. All right. I have this feeling that some of you are dealing with, you might be on the outs with someone romantically right now, whether you broke up or you're just going through a lot of trouble in the recent months and weeks where you're dealing with a particular way of responding and hitting up against an issue that you're having a hard time overcoming. It feels like a communication breakdown. This relationship deserves a second chance, okay? For those of you who are unsure about whether to remain in a connection or leave it, or you already have left it and you're thinking about going back, this speaks to you. Spirit is saying you need to take a second look at this situation, and time alone or in nature will help you recharge. So make sure you take time to recharge and go inward this month as you maybe look at things from a different perspective. Owl medicine is very wise. So this is about bringing your wise mind, not your victimization, the unfairness of it all. This person said this and did that, and being caught up in that narrative. Really looking at your true self, your wise self in this, your soul self. What is this trying to teach you? What are they really trying to say? What have you not heard? You know, we each have to take responsibility for our portion and how we respond to other people. So I think you're breaking things down this month and learning from recent spats. This is someone you've been dealing with. All right, let's get into what's going to happen, though, in May as you pivot into this new month where the energy should soften naturally because of the astrological aspects. The energy should be softening a bit between you and whoever you're dealing with. Yeah, it's been hard. Some of you had an ending occur in April in love. And you decided, I need to walk away from this, at least for now, because I can't make heads or tails of the situation. I think you pulled away to get clarity regardless, so you can make some important decisions. Queen of Swords, death. Okay, Leo. Let's go into what you want. What do you want in May? think you're trying to find clarity. What do you want? And we're going to stop. Oop, that definitely wants to go. Okay. What do you want in May? Ooh, you feel a little bit like this is the card of I'm ready to come at you. You're feeling, I think you want to feel safe. You want to feel secure communicating with this person, but you're in kind of more of a fight or flight response around this individual for some reason. We're going to clarify that in a moment. What do they want? Ooh, they're really stressed. I think that they obviously don't want to stay stuck in this energy of stress, doubt, fear of loss, worry. They're definitely worried. They know that you, the Knight of Swords is someone who's ready to go to battle. You've been in such a battle with this person, maybe an ego battle, a power struggle, where it's left them full of a lot of anxiety on how to approach you. The shared energy of the connection, Five of Pentacles. So you both might have already abandoned the situation, and you were battling with your ego selves, your shadow selves. This is your shadow work as a couple. We have our individual shadow work, and we have the shadow work that being with another romantically elicits. This is also about not abandoning self in a connection. They're very stressed. They're very stressed. What happened in the past? Ooh, this person came in your life to learn an important lesson. This is the card of doing the research, studying. Something came to light. Something was exposed. I'm getting that. Where are you headed? Sunshine, happiness, enlightenment. Having more answers, having more clarity. This is a card of clarity, enlightenment, truth. The truth shall prevail here. Something broke down in this connection. I think so you could rebuild things. There's a nurturing quality. Some of you have a family with this person, or you're considering having a family. There's a lot of pressure, it feels like, on the two of you. I'm not sure why. It's almost like, when you start feeling like you're not on the same team and they're the enemy, a lot of blocks can occur, and you need to work on your own inner peace and your own inner well-being, Leo. This person definitely, they have a tendency to poke you and push your buttons and trigger you. Let's see. All right. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Why do you feel like you're ready to attack if they come towards you? What's going on in May? Oh, yeah. You definitely suffered an ending here, or a need to transform. Wow, all these came out. Yeah, so this death, we have the death, strength, finding strength again to carry on, right? After having something that was, I feel like, as a major blow to this connection. Ultimately, though, the more you spend time retreating and in solitude, you're going to feel much better this month. I think you need to really focus on your own self-care, finding the answers within. You're not going to get answers from this person, and if you expect for them to make you feel better, I don't think that's going to work. They're in a very stressed state. They're in a very strong, emotionally dysregulated state. They need to get right in themselves too. So when you have two people whose energetic frequencies are in a state of panic, anxiety, stress, and then you try to bring those energies together, what happens? It's combustible. And that's why there could be the high potential for more fighting, increased fighting, if you two try to work things out. I think that things are going to settle down. I'm getting a settled down, more inward calm, emotions calming down. But I'm getting you need to get to a calm place first. So no matter what they say to you, you actually can hear it. There's some sort of need to really be listening and paying attention. And owls can see all. They have I think it's a 360-degree perspective. So it's like, don't spend time armoring up in defensive mode against this person. Spend your time and your energy wisely when it comes to your mental space around fortifying your own self again and your own strength through this. It feels like something did come to an end here. You might be in one of those make-up, breakup kind of bonds, or if you're really together with this person, we're talking a marriage, you fight a lot, and then you have this emotional distance where you're just go back to that disgruntled vibe. Like, we're having a fight again, I'm doing my thing. So you will go through this process this month of calming your nervous system down, being in a more emotionally regulated state. But that comes down to you doing your self-care. And the more you do that, it's going to shift the frequency. of this connection. And I think that's what you want, because you've been in a period of instability with this person. Things are going to be shifting, but this is what needs to happen in order to make the energy shift. Because when you shift, the energy shifts. You can't be responsible for them. You can't control other people. You can't control how they show up. You can't control what they say and do. All you can control is how you respond to them. And I think that's what you're learning. Wait a minute. All right. Yeah, they came at me. It wasn't fair. I was right. They were wrong. Well, if you come at that from that angle, you're just trying to prove a point, right? Instead of really understanding, well, why did they do that? Why did they say that? Is it true? It doesn't matter if it's true or not. And that's the hardest thing we have to accept. Hey, I fall prey to this too. When I feel wronged, or if someone says something or does something, I'm like, what was that? And it gets your hackles up and you're like, I don't agree with that. But we all walk in our own shoes. All of the circumstances and conditions that made that person react the way they did oftentimes has nothing to do with you. It's about their learned programming, their emotional preferences, what their likes and dislikes are, what their triggers are, their own trauma. This person has a high level of anxiety during the month of May, and they are trying to learn from what happened here. You're shifting out of this frequency. I want to know what happened here, because they're pointing to this. Why they're stressed out because of what happened here in the past. 7 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Yeah. I'm not exactly, let's go into, I said pull a card for that 9. Someone is very controlling. Yeah, there's someone that is in their ego a lot in this bond, and it's very hard to contend with. I can't point fingers at who. I mean, they're the ones that are carrying this 9, and when I clarified it, there's another 9. So I want to say that they get stressed when they don't get their way. They might be a little bit more of that, my way or the highway kind of energy I'm getting here. You're trying to protect your energy in the past. All right, I'm focusing on myself. It's almost like this person pokes you. You have this big fight. Some people they rely on negative attention. I don't know why people do that. It's just their learned behavior of like getting a rise out of people. And this is something that they need to heal. You're going through a hiccup in a relationship here where it's like they get to this point where they have to take control. And if you don't respond the way they want, they explode. And then they get all stressed out too, because you pull away, you retreat. You're the one retreating because you're carrying the hermit energy. It's almost like it's like this dynamic of this push-pull. Even if you're in a deep commitment, there's a push-pull element here that you're trying to change. And it becomes very hard to see things clearly, right? Because you get so caught up in the conflict. It's a repeating record, like a broken record. This keeps happening. And I think you're realizing, wait, the more I really sit in witness consciousness and I don't even react. That's the thing. Try this next time they start poking you. Just try it. I mean, what you got to lose here, Leo? Just try it. I just noticed my camera's a little off kilter. So that's really funny, because when my camera's a little off kilter, usually the person watching the reading is like, man, I can't believe I'm going through this again. How many times do we have to visit this energy? I'm just so sick and tired of this. And you're drained. It's exhausting. We have the 9 and the 10. The 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, which is a very exhaustive type of frequency. And you're trying to learn and grow and heal every time this happens. And distance is created between you and this person. I can tell in the past that all you wanted was clarity. This person operates from this power control dynamic, and you're sick of it. All it does is create stress. So what I mean next time, okay, when this happens, if you guys make up, which I do believe you're going to, because you're you're trying to put a stop to someone's behavior. And the best way to respond, I'm going to give you the best advice that I can here. Don't react. Don't react. You don't react. They say something and it hurts deep. You just say, you have a right to your own opinion. And you don't get angry back. It's almost like this person wants you to have that same forceful energy that they send to you. It's their way of it's really messed up, but it's their way that they learned of getting attention. And sometimes people think that by you having just a very intense emotion of even a negative emotion, means that you love them. I know it's really distorted. This is a very deceptive energy. And you are in this position now where it's like, I must work on my own self. I must stay in witness consciousness. I must focus on my own higher frequency and not let this person drag me down. Someone that you're around has a lot of healing work to do. You definitely are at a distance with this person, if not physically, emotionally. You're in a transitionary state. I think you're deciding whether you will even want to deal with this person in the month of May anymore. Let's see the mutual energy, because this is Five of Pentacles. This is like, maybe we need to abandon this connection altogether, because if you're dealing with someone that you know can't change, listen, you do all you can to change the dynamic. You bring your consciousness, your witness consciousness in, and they still don't adjust, make those growth adjustments, then that's your answer. If you're met with the same type of energy every time and they're not growing and changing, okay, I am seeing, yeah, I'm telling you this. You have someone who's has a high level of control tendencies with this Emperor. I'm getting it twice. Over the love. I'm telling you, this person almost they might have anger issues where they're easily angered and then they blow up for no reason. And then you're like the collateral damage. And no matter how you've responded to this person over the months, weeks, years that you've been with this person, I don't think it's weeks. This is something, you don't get to these 9s and 10s without having a history with someone. There's so much mutual love here between the two of you, and you've had a lot of happy times. And I think that this is what they do. It's like you go through these cycles of, oh, there they go again, and this is how I'm going to respond, and then we're going to just, feel distant. And this is about softening, right? Being the observer. I think that you're going to have a situation where you're going to have an aha moment on how the way you change in your response. I'm telling you, the more you stay sovereign in your energetic frequency when someone's coming at you. And I know it's the hardest thing to do. I mean, look at Gandhi. He's walking the streets. People were throwing sticks and stones at him. Doesn't even bother him. Can you be that unbothered by someone losing their shit around you? And sometimes I think they get upset with the world or work situation or family, and then they take it out on you. I'm getting that. Somebody who's just difficult. And I think, make sure that you don't abandon yourself in this connection. I feel like this person kind of bulldozes you a bit with their energetic frequency, and you can't help but like seek refuge and kind of like, you have a protective field around you, to go into your safe bubble. I don't think this person is like, I'm not seeing indications of this is someone who just acts like a child sometimes. I don't think that they're in a frequency of, oh my God, this is not a safe person. They just, they have a tendency to regress into emotionally dysregulated states, and they take you with them. So don't go there. Just don't go there. You're going to get on the same page this month, but it's about becoming the observer and making sure that when they start acting out and they want to start a fight, some people literally do this. They start fights because they're bored, they're restless. This is all they know. And you can just say, you know what? I'm not going to engage with you right now. You know what I mean? You need to go get it out of your system elsewhere. You can put up healthy boundaries. I want to look at their energy now. They're very stressed. They're in a state of anxiety around you right now. And in the month of May, yeah, I think they're almost like, well, fine. You know what? If you're going to go do your thing, I'm going to go do my thing too. I just get this like real emotional immaturity. Like they could be stuck almost in a certain way of behaving emotionally. They want to move past it. It's almost like they test you over and over and over again. No matter how loyal you are to them, they test you. And you're just like, I'm over it. This person is trying to move out of their own choppy waters. They're trying to move past all the boundaries that they put in the way. I feel like this is them they sabotage this. They're trying to summon the willpower and the courage to drop their guard. It's like they're in a permanent state of guardedness. This person has a very difficult time in life. They're a very blocked individual when it comes to their heart. They create a lot of stir. This person has a lot of growth and work to do in their wounds and their healing and the way they respond to situations in life. I think you see it in their work life and their family life. And you're this strong, I feel like you're the strong, steady force, and you have so much love for them, but it's very disempowering when you go through this with another. I do feel like where things are going is towards greater happiness. You're holding on to the good memories and the good times. You know, it's like you have the good and you have the hard, and then you have the indifferent. And I feel like lately you've been pretty indifferent because you've had to kind of disconnect from your emotions. And I feel like you're turning toward the good throughout the month. Yeah, you are going to be reevaluating, reinvesting. I think you're realizing, you know what? Let's come together. Yeah, let's ground the energy with the King of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of you are really just holding steady. You've definitely pulled away from someone, and you're trying to find your way back to each other. This person has a lot of work to do on themselves. I mean, they have the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. That is a very heavy, and it's not, I don't feel like it's around the relationship. It's like they're in their own vortex of stuff that they're not working on. They're stuck. And they are going to start moving and going, wow, I have a lot of work on myself to do. If you have someone who's responding to you and they get nasty, it's like all they've known. This is like a wounded animal that's all they've known. And no matter how much love and security and safety you give them, this is how they've learned how to respond to life. So I think that you're going to be continuing to invest in this, but more like I'm willing to really work on the friendship, work on the base foundational energy with this person. I think that you're still going to stabilize in this energy moving forward. This is the thing. I think you can't be responsible for rescuing anyone or bringing someone out of their own darkness. Okay. So your job is to make sure you retreat. I think you're giving this a second chance, but you're willing to look at this person and say, I'm willing to give you my energy, but solely as a friend right now. There could have even been outside interferences with this, with the Three of Cups, that have impacted this person's psyche. I'm not getting like a third party situation. I'm getting that almost their energetic frequency and their wounding that they're not unpacking is the third party energy. It's their wounds. Oof. You're teaching them so much. Just don't let them drag you down, okay, Leo? I'm getting like this, it's been a roller coaster. Right? I call it the crazy train. You know, when you see those pictures of people on a roller coaster and one person's got their hands up and they're like, yeah, and the other person's like holding on for dear life. That's your relationship dynamic. And you want to get off the crazy train completely and ground the energy. King of Pentacles, let's reinvest in this. Let's just put our happiness. Let's put our best foot forward. Let's find clarity together, and let's work on at least making peace. All right? Making peace. This person, I think, is about to go through. You're showing me here you've already gone through a lot of transformative work in your own right. You know what it's like to go through a rebirth in your own energetic frequency. You know what it's like to be fearless and strong and stand in the light of your own soul. This person, I'm seeing no. So give them the grace and the gentleness of not responding to their ways of negative attention, and do your best to stay grounded in your own frequency no matter what they do. People are going to kick up storms around you. You don't have to participate in that nonsense. I'm telling you, your true freedom lies in your ability to stay. Can you do it? I'm going to challenge you this month. No matter what they do and say, can you stay in your own state of inner peace? I've been challenging myself for that as well. I'm not dealing with this type of energy in a relationship, but I am challenging myself for the entire month of May. If I get triggered and I'm starting to feel that heat rise up in my body and this, I want to spout it out, right? I am actually going to pause, and I'm going to deal with that within myself. And if that means I can't engage with you right now, I cannot communicate with you right now because I don't want to say or do things that I'm going to regret later. You have that right to pause and pull away and retreat. And I think that's what you're going to do. All right, this is the between the lines. We're going to get some other energetic frequencies that want to come out. for the month of May. Ambitious, there's been some financial burdens. That might be what's playing a role in this person's mind. The financial burdens, they're very charismatic. Emperors are. I'm feeling like you're coming off more ambitious, but there's been financial problems either between the two of you or then there's a no here. Whatever you're thinking and feeling when I said no, I think you're putting your foot down. You're not going to put up with their behavior anymore. There's been, yeah, child and childhood issues, which is the inner wounding. The trauma response. This person. It's difficult. Libra. They might have Libra energies or a need to balance, right? There's no justice in a situation if you're not being treated fairly, okay? And if you are being treated unfairly, your victory is in walking away from this person and just staying friends and making yourself happy. If this person is really... I'm not seeing strong tendencies or narcissistic tendencies, but it's possible they might be lowbrow, you know, controlling. So just be careful. You know, discern. You're intelligent. You know how to make your own decisions here. Okay, Leo? This person could have Libra placements that you're dealing with. Intimidated. Yeah, maybe they're a little bit intimidating. Physically fit. Gemini, which is the lovers, making a choice in love. That feels like more of the lovers. Family oriented. Winter. Something went down in the winter. You found out something this winter, or something happened in the winter. Maybe something for the better. Capricorn. Yeah, this devil energy, I knew it was going to come out. Capricorn. It feels like devil energy. This person operates from fear. Oh, a lot. Secret admirer. You might decide to go in a different direction. You might have an Aries that has their eye on you. Maybe you're just friends with them. But if you're considering leaving someone, some of you are this month deciding, you know what, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm going to go in a different direction. I am seeing a lot of Libra Aries connections that are coming up. Leo, I definitely see that you've been struggling with someone, struggling to leave something. And listen, if no matter what you do, this person is really bringing you down, in the month of May, you're going to sort it out. You may just decide, I'm going to make myself happy. I'm going to focus on my friendships. I'm reinvesting in myself. I'm walking away from this person. Yes, they're going to stress out about it, but it's just not serving me. If you're in something that is shrinking you, that is not in alignment with your integrity and your values, and it's taking too much out of you, then you have the right to put a stop to it and move on. Okay? I hope this message helped, Leo. Take care.